as being as it's close. Okay, Alpine Ridge. Let's see what wonders the Magic Crafter's world holds for us. As the name suggests, it is very ridgy in terrain. It's kind of mountainous in its location as well, with a unseeable bottomless pit. So it almost gives you the impression that we're kind of at mountain peaks, or to be honest, it almost feels like you're in the clouds because you're that kind of high. Our first enemy, a ginormous that has been commanded to follow us. Luckily, he can't get through this door. And you actually, I never noticed that ever in my life, to be honest, that the druid actually makes a sound to command him to come after us. Attack! Oh gosh! And then we get punched for our troubles. So yeah, this enemy has two attacks. He can either punch us, or he can smack us, or make loads of sounds like what sounds like an elephant. Nearly went off the edge there. Curse. Okay, can we need to try and get past him now so that he doesn't punch me off the edge. Oh gosh. And that enemy couldn't destroy us with his first use of terrain as an attack. That could have been costly. Spring box is so annoying when you don't have. Right, we'll come back for that gem in a second. Let's get rid of this enemy. Oh. One of the few animations where you can see Spyro doing a funny roll is by this guy, who usually uses his magic to raise the stairs up and down. Whoa! Okay. You definitely saw that because I saw it. He just punched me through a wall. Oh no. Punched me through a wall and on a completely different physical plane. I never thought I'd miss flame so much on these enemies. Get these gems now. That's the roll I was talking about. It very seldomly makes an appearance. And we have a life to pick up here to make up for our 2 deaths. Question is, I've not tried this, but can we get that enemy? Yes, we can. Okay, excellent. Mounted enemy. That gives us an extra 2 gems I thought we was going to have to do without. Ow! Stop hitting me above your plane, asshole. Okay, One Direction is without Zayn.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Why are you? Ho ho ho. Touche. Alright, let's climb up onto these steps now. We get a nice view of the rest of the level, so we've just come from over there. Carousel ledge over there to the right we want to aim for, but we can't get there from down here. So this is one of the first examples of the Magic Crafter's world where there's a split path. To the right we have a part of the level, and to the left we have a part of the level. Now we always go to the left first because the left doesn't end up anywhere, it kind of just brings you back around in a loop that just can't be accessed from anywhere else. And here we can see 2 druids that, if we were not present, are engaged in a magical duel. This wizard to the right is an elder wizard, and he's far more powerful than the other druids. He will actually attack us rather than just be there for defense, so we've got him to watch out for. He also can't be charged, as you can see, he's much too large. So we've just got to do our best not to be killed by him, and that's going to be very difficult without sparks now. Go on, fire again. Jump around. Okay. And it seems like the Elder Wizards are having a bit of a shit. They're not having a bit of a shit, but they're having a bit of a duel. And in fact, it's not too bad that I've just died actually, because now we get a shot of it from this side. As you can see over there, the wizards, they're having a duel. I'm not sure exactly why they're at odds, but this is the only level where that appears to be the case. And it's the only time that we see that druid really trying to do anything offensive. So we appear to have stumbled into an Elder Council meeting where we're just going to get basically punched by a bunch of wizards. Can we get that llama to replenish? Ow. Okay, we've got to be very swift now. Ah, just too many. This is legitimately down to the fact that literally 40 minutes ago I was playing Spyro 2 and the controls are so much more free. Let's try again. Let's get through this. Okay, we've done it. I made it look so easy that time. Don't really understand why I was having so much trouble with it in the first place, to be honest. Alright. So now we need to go over to the right because there's nowhere else we can venture to, and we've got a lovely fan belt to remind us that we cannot flame. So this is the only way back, and we've got another enemy that can harm us, so we need to be wary of its territory. It's challenging us to a fight. We don't want to fight because we will lose with only charge. Because I'm not as big as the other dragons as they like to keep reminding me. So that's another example of a druid using the terrain to his advantage to try and kill us. It's a weird. Whenever you see the druids on this, they always have a weird timing pattern. You'd think 3 seconds, as that seems very standard for timing, but no, they like to make the timing irregular, so you assume it's the right moment to jump. But having played this game as much as I have in the past, it kind of becomes obvious when is the right time to go. I always used to think that waterfall might have some kind of secret in it, but no. We are going to try and go over there to the left though, but again, as you can see from this lower plane, we can't get up there. So no, this is one of the really annoying... Oh, I've got it just away. That could have been costly. We'd have had to have gone back a fair distance. But we are rewarded with a checkpoint. Eldred.
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
Nothing fun to say, Eldred? Okay, we'll just bypass you, pretend you never existed. And I can hear a thief, so we must be close to a thief somewhere. Can we get him with just charge though? I should hope so. That is my biggest fear when I get to do no flame is will I be able to catch enough thieves? Okay, down there in a pit of death we have 2 enemies that we cannot kill, so we need to be somewhat good at manoeuvring our way past them. And luckily Sparks takes the hits for us, so we don't really have to worry about death on that occasion. Oh, what's this? A hidden enemy? Ow. Stop punching me, you assholes. They're so big, I'm so used to flame that you just cannot get past them. No shit. And I have no sparks to take on the enemies. I really do need a sparks to... Ow! Okay. That time there was no collision at all. Like the vertical one you may be able to try and get away with arguing, but that one... There was no way. Okay. Let's manoeuvre our way around this guy this time. Oh! Stop getting in the way, like, his big head just blocks half the fucking path. And I'm shit. Go on, go. I desperately need to go back and get that llama so I can replenish sparks. Right, let's go around here. You can't stop me. Oh, I physically can't get past him, he's blocking too much of the path. There we go. Got it past. Nice. Question is, can I get back through this way now? Because he's actually... Yes, that was my chance. Right, this is getting very... There is a firework crate around there, which I'm certain we can reach. Oh my days! Alright, these guys are... Oh fucking hell, I really wish I had flame just to... Fuck these guys right in their asses. getting in the way. Alright, go, 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 go. To the left, to the left. Oh, great. Killed by a firework. Nice, I didn't know that was a thing. You can... Right, I need to get back up these steps now. But yeah, killed by a firework. That's a interesting way to be killed on Spyro. Right, let's go and get this llama and replenish, because this level is actually proving more difficult than I first thought it would be. And as I've said in previous kind of takes of this, I do not practice for this challenge. I literally show up and try and do my best to get through it. Fuck, it's all good. We got this. And unlike other Spyro games, the fodder don't appear to respawn. Don't know whether that's just me, or probably get sick of seeing me in this level. Don't want to be punched as many times as I have. Oh, come on. There we go. Whee. Okay, we've got 4 lives to try and get through the rest of this level. We will do it. We're determined. We will get through this when I stop being punched by these assholes. Right, okay. New rule for me. Get to the left-hand side so that they stop punching me, to be honest. Okay, no, that's better. No. Alright, come on. Lure him out. Right, there's his punch, Let's go to the... Oof. Alright, no, I definitely need that llama. Can't make it through without at least being punched once. Go on, let me around. Yes, that should do it, Get the dragon before we die. Get that dragon.
Great.
Oh crap. Didn't mean to skip that one. Whoops. Let's replay the dragon. I was just so happy that I finally got past him. Xander.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
Like how to beat those assholes. Please. Kill them. Alright, so return home portal, or over there. Now this is frustrating because we really do need sparks for taking some punch. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to kill myself. Because we need the sparks back, to be honest. So that now we can go over here and get the firework crates. Now, I'm a bit worried that knocking these crates will throw me into the water below, but we can't know without trying, so let's give it a go. That's a yes. It will knock me straight into the water. Trying to think of the best possible angle to do this. Excellent. Okay, so we do a little hop and it gives us a bit more height. My footage is jittering a little bit right now, I've noticed, because I'm currently rendering one of our race videos and it's causing a bit of emulation lag. So the trick with these firework crates is to find the best way to tackle them where I'll still land on the pillar without going careening into the water. Got ya. Alright, all 3 fireworks now in the bag. Well, that required a great ton of luck and a little bit of skill, but we got all 3 fireworks. And we can now move on to the last part of this level and get this dragon first. For all that.
Remember that these blue thieves haven't stolen eggs only in the Magic Crafter world. Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Thank you for pointing that out. And you'll see why that's pointed out eventually. But yeah, we have another thief. We'll ignore the treasure for now. And the fireworks have rendered us sparkless. Oh. This thief's a bit more difficult. There we go. Excellent. Okay, let's run back round and get all of the treasure, and then that should be this level finished, to be honest. treasure, treasure. And then we missed a couple here. Alright, so we're only missing 105 gems, and I believe all of those gems are tied to the fate of the big enemies that we cannot destroy, and a few of the fan belts. So we'll just go ahead and exit level here. That was a difficult level to do without flame, I'm not going to lie. So after many failed attempts of getting the thief, I'm just going to leave him how he is for now, let him get on with his life in peace. I may go back and see if I can get him later, but it's starting to feel like I don't think I can actually get him. So moving on with the rest of the Magic Crafters world, we'll be utilising these fan belts to get some of the enemies. I'm just going to use it on that guy there. I mean, we could have flamed that guy anyway, so it's no big deal using it on him. However, these two enemies to the right that have just gone up on that hill, if I use the fan belt on them at the minute, I have a feeling that it will just strike the first green druid and not hit the metal enemy, which I want it to hit. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to... Oh, hang on. Thief! Thief! Going to get this one. Can I get this one? Wow, that was deceptively easy. I think that'll be the easiest thief I've ever got with this ability, or rather inability to charge. Can't kill that guy, although looking back, I wonder if the fan belt I used down there on the druid guy would have reached him. I guess I'll never know. I don't think it would. I feel like I've tried it before and it wouldn't work, but if anyone cares to try and prove me wrong, then please do. So I'm just going to drop down here and kill that druid. Ouch. So now we have a free shot on this guy. Just get in a position so that I don't miss. 2, 3. Perfect. Got him right on his head. Two druids on the ramp, there's no way we could get them. I mean, they do move a little bit from their starting position, but not far enough where we could get them with the fan belt, so those two enemies are out of bounds for us, really, which is a shame, since I do so love killing things. We can, however, get this guy, who controlled this magical wall, which essentially just proves to be a shortcut to the latter part of the Magic Crafters world. Now, I distinctly remember saying while I was recording the last challenge that there are a couple of areas where I'm not sure if it's doable without charge, and this is the first area where the game could be a legitimate problem without being able to charge. You see, what you're supposed to do is there's a speed ramp here, and you're supposed to use supercharge to beat that druid's spell, and I'm a bit concerned that without the ability to charge I'm not going to be able to get past this wall, which would be a real shame because it would mean I'd have to one time only use charge to get through. If it does come to that, I won't be using supercharge or anything other than getting past the wall. I won't use it to collect any sort of gems. But that's a last resort. If possible, I do want to figure out a way to get past here. Of course, that way the challenge is still as legitimate as I can make it. This was my first thought, getting the druids out of the way and being able to glide somehow, abuse the physics of Spyro that can sometimes happen, but I don't think it's going to be doable. So I'm going to give it a think, and I'll come back to that later maybe. Secret cave here. We cannot open this chest yet without the lockbox key, so don't know really why I've bothered to come around here just yet. Guess I get a free life out of it. And we're going to put our dragon troubles of supercharge to rest for a little while by going into a level that I really struggled with. I say really struggled, it was a bit more challenging than usual, Alpine Ridge. I have a feeling this level will be far easier to do with flame as opposed to charge, purely because the enemies that tend to block our path are invincible to charge. The big orange things that you see here, there's quite a few occasions where they're guarding narrow passages, and without the ability to destroy them, they can become quite problematic to get past without being knocked into the abyss. Does mean, however, we're going to have to live without defeating the metal druids every now and again, but we can defeat all the green druids, and I think there are a tad more enemies we can kill in this level than we can't. Now, my first thought with this fan belt was to use it to oops, bit laggy, to don't know fire it yet, to get those chests to the right, but I don't think, if I've tried it a couple of times, I don't think that the fan belt lands close enough to hit those chests. It tends to overshoot. So the best I can get out of it is killing one of the druids, and I think they both drop 2 gems. I've not actually tried killing the other one, but I think they both drop 2 gems, so I'm not really at a loss no matter which one I kill. But it does mean that we can only kill one. That's a bit of a funny glitch. Flying on a ridge, or falling on a ridge rather. I've done this all wrong actually. I should have gone straight for the green druid, because what's going to happen now is he's going to use his magic to get up there, and he stays up there, I think, indefinitely, unless I go really far away. So I could perhaps go into the other area to try and trigger him going back down, but in case that doesn't work, I'm just going to kill myself. I've got plenty of lives, so you know, there's no fear of that. Plus we get to have a nice watch of this battle. Voldemort versus Albus Dumbledore. Look at the beautiful sparkling magic. Expelliarmus. It always amuses me that it's the same animation. He's casting that spell at the Elder Wizard. The Elder Wizard tries to get in a sneak attack, but to no avail. The guy just pulls up the defences. Without a doubt, one of the more difficult areas of the game. There's probably only one area that's a bit more lethal than this area, and that's an area in Misty Bog, which is absolutely crowded with enemies, which I know for a fact when I get to on at least one of the challenges will be very problematic. But on this particular area, it's probably the most difficult area we've come to in the game. It's also one of the few areas that actually has platforming, whereby you've obviously got the stairs going in and out. It's one of the few occurrences of actual platforming in this game. Unfortunately, we can't use that fan belt to destroy anything that we'd like to. It's a bit of a wasted ammunition for us. But it's not as though this game was built in mind for this challenge, so we can't expect everything to work in our favour. Don't know why I didn't just go then, actually. It would have been smart. Going to try now. Oh, heart was in my mouth a little bit. Thought I'd gone a bit too soon. As I said in the previous challenge, very irregular timings for this area. Oops, don't know why. You don't learn sometimes that that flame won't do absolutely anything, so. Gonna just have to avoid this druid for a couple of seconds longer. Bit better timing there. I thought I'd gone too soon again, to be honest. This is the second dragon, I believe, Eldred. We're on 36, we're almost at our 50 necessary to get to the last world anyway. We've not really, I don't think we've actually had to miss any dragons, have we? Oh, there's the one in the Peacekeepers that we missed. I'm going to drop into this ambush. Get this guy. Well, didn't see his buddy there through the corpse. I was like, where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. Hiding in the skin of his brother. Fested with spring boxes, this level is, and I think Magic Crafters is one of the most common levels for spring boxes. Common worlds, sorry, for spring boxes. There's a hell of a lot, and the Magic Crafters worlds in general are littered with gems. The only better world for it may be Dreamweavers, since practically all the levels have 400 or 500 gems, I think. I think they tend to lean towards 500 anyway. This was the particular area I struggled with in the last challenge due to the close proximity of the corridors. But no issue at all, as you've just seen with Flame, absolutely no problem. And as you can see, we're at a full circle of the level now. That's where we started, just down there. Very easy. Xander. There's a lot of Z's in the Magic Crafters world, to be fair. There's Zeke, Xander, Zane. Really uses the different letters. Don't think there's a dragon beginning with X, I don't think, or a Q. This is another section that's made absolutely easier by the ability to just use Flame, which is nice. This required a lot of strategy when I was only able to charge. Had to really get certain angles spot on, or risk falling into the gooey coloured water. Last dragon of the world is Kelvin. Now this is another thief, not too dissimilar to the one that we've already met in the Magic Crafters world, that we may have to do without. Since I don't think there's really a spot I can glide to get him from. That's really been my major advantage in the thieves, is that they have that indecisiveness when you glide to them from certain angles where they don't know which way to go, so they just spin around, making them very easy targets. This thief, though, there's nowhere to blindside him from. This is one of his waiting areas right here, but whenever we get any sort of distance towards him, like we cannot reach him, trust me on that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm trying to trigger, see if there's a point nearby where he runs away, but I think even from this area, even a perfectly timed glide would not get me far enough, so I'm gonna leave that thief, because I'm pretty convinced that I cannot get him. If you can get that thief without needing to charge, then please send me the video in. I would like to see it.